Friends, so welcome to Durgasoft. Okay, welcome to Durgasoft, and welcome to which course? Arey, you have to tell. You have to tell. Welcome to which course? Which course? Yeah. I want to legend the course from you people. The course name from you people. Okay, sir. Very important. Full stack. Okay, full stack web development, web development. Okay, by using Python and Django. Okay, full stack web development. Okay, web development by using Python and Django. Remember this one, sir. So if if you complete this course, okay, you will become full stack web developer with respect to Python area, because these days a very huge demand is there for the full stack developers. Okay, Mern stack, mean stack, like you people may aware, with the respect to Python, you will become Python full stack. I mean full stack web developer by using so with respect to the Python under Django. Okay, like sir, now yeah, the part of this one, what things we are going to talk a bit very important, sir. Sir, most of the people are going to see by seeing this title, sir, are you going to cover Python or not? No, I'm not going to discuss Python. Maybe if you people are required, just one or two sessions may be discussed related to the Python, but Python is not going to be covered as a part of this course. Remember this one, sir. It is purely related to Django sessions and the full stack. Okay, these two things. To attend this batch, compulsory you people should have the basic idea in Python is a mandatory. Remember a bit very carefully about this one, sir. So the basic idea in Python is the mandatory. Sir, I don't know about anything about Python. Sorry, sir. Just wait for a few more days. First, complete Python, at least core Python, and then attend this batch. Okay, that's all. But anyway, so just yes, the here most of the people are always going to feel, sir, only Python is enough, and then Django, can I become web developer or not? Yes. Okay, take a bit very special care about this terminology, right? Okay, so most of the people are always feeling that Python and Django enough. No. if you want to develop if you want to develop web applications by using Python and Django, compulsory you people should require to familiar with the UI technologies also. I mean UI also compulsory you people should aware. Okay, then only you will become full stack web developer, right? Okay, so I don't know about HTML, I don't know about CSS, I don't know about Bootstrap, then automatically you can develop web application. But so it is not recommended. It is not recommended. Look and feel is not up to the mark. That's why if you want to build colorful, beautiful, colorful applications, compulsory you people should have clear clarity on UI also. Okay, so mainly Python compulsory you people should already having this knowledge, and then UI technologies, okay, related to Django, whatever knowledge is required, that part I will take care, and then Django. Okay, that's all. Almost around the 20 sessions minimum we are going to talk with respect to UI, and then the Django is going to be started. So only requirement from your side is sir, here Python compulsory you people should aware. Okay, like sir, now the next thing, what you people should aware, sir, what is UI, what is the Django? Okay, like these are things I will discuss for you people. Okay, like sir, now have you observed, right? Up to this only one word we covered. Array, what is our course name? What is our course name? Full stack web development by using Python under Django. Beyond that, nothing, sir. So you will become full stack web developer after completing this course. But what is the prerequisite for this course is Python compulsory should have. But I don't know about Python, sir. Then still can I continue this session or not? Yes, why not? But before, so I will take at least 20 days to 30 days, 20 days to 30 days, sir, to complete this UI technologies. Meanwhile, you have to familiar with the Python. Remember this one, sir. So before starting the Django, compulsory you should have already Python knowledge. Then only you can understand this Django. Okay, like, sir, next, here, what is the purpose of this course? What the need? What the need of this course? After completing this course, what I can do? You can develop web applications on your own. Remember this one, sir. You can develop web applications on your own. That is the main purpose, right? Okay, web applications on your own you can develop after completing this course. Then immediately you ask, sir, what is web application? Yeah. There are some people who are asking about, sir, I don't know anything about SQL, can I join? Yes, why not? Why not? Happily you can join. SQL is not prerequisite for this course. Okay, so for this course only Python is the prerequisite, but anyway for that also 1 month time you will get. Meanwhile you can explore this Python. Okay, so because so to learn a UI, nothing, no knowledge is required. But after completing this UI, Django I will start. So before starting Django, compulsory, you people should have idea about Python. Remember that. Any doubt about this one? Yeah, core Python is enough. Object-oriented programming, minimum basics compulsory, you people should aware. Okay, like, yeah. Next, sir, yeah, here I'm going to cover only Django, not going to cover Flask. Some people are asking about what is about Flask, what is about Pyramid and so on, not going to be covered. But don't worry, sir. If you are familiar with the one web framework, you can work very easily on remaining frameworks. Okay, that's why you're not required to worry. Okay, REST API, there is no guarantee for that. Okay, maybe so as a separate course, sir, actually rest of framework is the separate course, but if maybe 1 or 2 sessions I will add just to get basic idea, but REST API full course is not going to be covered at the part of this. Remember that. Okay, sir. Now, so clear, right? Any doubt up to this? Whatever I covered. Yes, Viraj is asking, sir, can I start my business after doing this course? Why not, Viraj? Yes, you can keep a board in front of your house. Web developer. Here, web applications can be developed. Okay, happily you can do that. Don't worry. Okay, yeah. Sir, now Oracle database related things, whatever required, all those things I will cover at the part of this course, but separately, not as a separate course. Okay, remember. Yeah. Next, the fee related, these kind of things you can talk with our admin people. At last, I will share the contact information, right? Just let me talk the basic idea about our course. Can I? Yes, by using Django, you can develop your own web applications. Yeah. Let me start the cinema, sir. Job opportunities. What about job opportunities? Okay, job opportunities are too good. Okay, with Python, Django, okay, like web development area, full stack web developer, more number of job opportunities are there. Don't worry about that. 3+ years of experience, happily you can climb if you are having the gap. Okay, what is the difference between Django and Flask? Just the session not yet started, Nikhila. Okay, we will talk. But here, this course is meant for Django, but not for Flask. Flask is another framework to develop web applications by using Python. Python based Python based frameworks are there, okay, to develop web applications. One such framework is Django. The other such framework is a Flask. The Django, Flask, like. Okay, so the project, yes, definitely the project is going to be covered. More real-time kind of things you people are going to see. Yeah, the part of this one. Okay, yeah. What is the basic salary of Python developer? That depends on your skill set, Raj. Flask sessions are not going to be covered as a part of this course. Only Django will be covered. Maybe if it is required, maybe if it is required, definitely I will take at least 1 or 2 sessions to get basic idea about Flask. But believe me, sir, believe me, if you aware Django, you can learn very easily on the Flask. Nothing will be there. One framework you should aware. Okay. When we use a Django, why to learn UI technologies? Gopal Krishna. Yes, Django can be used to develop web applications, not front end. Remember that front end compulsory. You people should aware about UI. Okay. Yes. You can I use front end Angular in the front end? Yes, you can use Angular. You can use React. Okay, no problem at all. You can. Okay. Clear, right? So Python course is not going to be covered as the part of this course. Okay, believe me, sir, Python is not going to be covered. If you don't know about Python, sir, please let us know. We will have some alternative for you people, right? Okay, JavaScript is going to be covered in UI. You are not required to worry. Okay, let me talk what the syllabus we are going to talk with respect to UI. That part I will start. Okay, don't know any programming language. Happily you can continue, Radhakrishna. But before that, before starting Django, compulsory you people should aware Python. Okay, sir, how many people don't know Python? Can you please confirm? Respond. How many people don't know about Python? Yes, yes, yeah, don't know anything about Python. Yeah, good. So you people just if possible just contact. Of course, we will plan one at least one fast track batch. Okay, fast track, which is going to be completed just in 1 month. Okay, 1 month. Either myself I will take, or otherwise, sir, my team is going to take, or sir, here you can get sir my videos from Durga Soft. Don't worry at all. Okay, we are going to take care about these things. Okay, so Python, the people who don't know Python, don't worry, happily you can continue. We will have some alternative plan, okay, to explore Python side. Okay, yeah, no need of NumPy and pandas here, only Python basic idea is enough. Okay. Ankush Gupta, no. So Hindi malum nai, only English or Telugu. Okay, so let me start. Can I? Yes, all your messages I can see. Next, do you know all your messages we can see? I can see. So what you if you are having the doubt, just you can just type so that I can clarify your doubts. Don't worry, you are not required to worry at all. Okay, yeah. Yeah, pandas and numpy not yet started, don't worry. So let me start this terminology, friends. Okay, yeah, how many months it will be there? Yes, around 3 months course it is. UI followed by Django, around 3 months it will be there, son. Okay, yeah. So next, UI technologies, whatever required for Django, we are going to discuss. It is not a complete UI technologies course. The people who don't know anything about UI, for them to work with Django, whatever required, up to that I'm going to cover. Okay, but anyway, with this basic, tomorrow if you want to explore Angular, React, or otherwise any Node.js or something, this knowledge is going to be very helpful. Believe me. Getting right? It is not a detailed UI. The UI which is required for Django, for that only. Okay, we are going to talk. Clear, right? Yeah. Will you teach at least one project? Definitely, there are multiple projects are going to be covered. At last, do you know, you people are always keep on, sir, this is my URL. Can you please check this project? Like everyone is going to share your own URLs, sir, whatever you people developed. It's a very common, don't worry about projects. It is more or less a real-time orientation kind of thing. Every day, we are going to discuss with respect to the projects only. Okay, next, material, the previous batch videos, all the things we are going to provide. Okay, almost around 3 to 4 months, 3 months minimum you have to keep reserve for this batch. Around 3 months, 3 months minimum you require to reserve for this batch. Okay, Srikant Sriram, can you please type again? Daily 1 hour to 1.5 hour. Okay. Yeah. Okay, syllabus, all these things, just I will share with you people, don't worry. Okay, can I start the cinema? Please confirm. Yeah, placements, these kind of things, don't expect anything, it's purely training. Okay, purely training. Placements kind of thing, no guarantee. If any companies are going to approach, then we will share your information. Beyond that, nothing. Yes, the people who completed already Python, happily you can attend. Okay, yes, you can access the course. Yes, video support, everything will be there, don't worry. Certification, yes, certificate, course completion certificate from Durgasoft will be provided. Okay, so there are several people who are expecting here, just observe that. Okay, just from our side, yes, study materials we are going to provide. Okay, study materials we are going to provide. Next, and after that, videos minimum 6 months access we will provide. Minimum 6 months access we are going to provide. Next, course completion certificate you can get. Course completion certificate you can get. That's all. So study materials you will get, videos you can get after completing every session. We will share, okay, the videos, and then course completion certificate at last you people are going to get. Next, and after that, the projects are going to be covered or not. Every topic you can see, there are n number of projects. Every concept, you can see projects. Okay, yes, covered. The projects are going to be covered at the part of this course. Next, minimum 2 to 4 years of experience you can claim. Years of experience you can claim. That's all. Okay, which version of Django? Current version only, not the old version. In the market currently, whatever version is there, that version only we are going to discuss. The main intention of starting this batch, to update versions only. Aman, getting right? Yes, Shubham, definitely. Okay, is Python certification is available? Yes, from Microsoft it's available, just you can check there. Okay, next, so mostly Atom IDE I'm going to use. Okay, for Django, or otherwise if you want you can use PyCharm also, no problem, right? Okay, how we can claim 2 to 4 years of experience means, if you have the gap, contact any consultancy people, they will provide the experience, the required things for you people. Okay, but Durgasoft is not going to provide. Just the knowledge we are going to provide. How much Python knowledge is required for Django? Basic idea must be required. Okay, but anyway, parallelly I will explain small things, but compulsory if you are having the idea in Python. Okay, if you are having the idea in Python, it's really appreciable, but compulsory minimum basic idea must be required. Okay, yeah. So Apurva, as your wish, but anyway there are just only version updates only. Okay, yeah, Apurva, clear, right? REST API is not going to be covered, but anyway if the time permits, definitely I will, because if I'm going to add REST API, another 1 month must be required. React versus Django, which is best? React is the front end framework, Django is sir back end framework. Both the things are comparable. You can use React with Django. Srikant, getting? Yeah. General doubts we will discuss. Can I use MongoDB? Yes, why not? Happily you can use MongoDB, Oracle, MySQL, anything you can use. Yeah. Yes. Susmita. Yes, we are going to cover both front end and back end. Don't worry at all. Okay. This session is the live session, Shubham. Okay. Yeah. So let me start the cinema, sir. Sir, now very simple terminology. Yes, yes. Here, just observe that. Very simple. Just let me start the cinema right. What about the fee for this course? Our admin people are going to update you. Okay. So would you solve our real-time queries of VStack? So whatever the things I'm going to cover, I will explain. Okay. I'm not going to do your real-time work, Arjun. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So HTML and CSS, these kind of things just I'm going to discuss. So the people, if you are very much interested, better to explore Angular. Instead of these, happily you can use Angular. No problem at all. But anyway, yeah, the part of this course, Angular is not going to be covered. Even I too don't know about Angular. Who is telling this? Who is asking this question? Yeah. Okay. Let me start the cinema, sir. Can I? Yes. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Now observe that. Yeah, which database is the best? Any database these days, you know, no SQL databases are too good. Okay. The course duration of this course is around 3 months. You require to reserve. Okay. So now my question is, take very special care about this function. So here our course is full stack web development by using Python and Django. Okay, full stack web development by using Python and Django. I have to develop web applications, right? Yes, most of the people are going to feel, yes, we require Python and Django. Okay, in addition to that, compulsory, you have to aware UI technologies also. Then you will become full stack web developer, right? Remember that only with Python and Django, there is no use. Compulsory you people should have idea, basic idea, knowledge on UI. Then only you can develop, okay, colorful web applications, right? Okay, like, so now my question is, what is web application? Yes, anyone, can you please tell what is the web application, right? The application, yeah, any example, any example, can you please tell what is the web application? Any example for the web application? Gmail.com, Facebook, Facebook.com, durgasoftvideos.com, IRCTC, like multiple things are there. The application which provide the application which will provide the services over the web. Services over the web is called the web application, right? Okay, well, so now here, can you please give an example for that? Gmail.com, Facebook.com. Okay, like, multiple things are there, sir. Okay, just I'm trying to take spicejet.com. Okay, if you want to book a ticket, spicejet.com, it is there, sir. This is one web application, right? Spicejet.com. Okay, like, just observe. Maybe my internet is a bit slow. Okay, like, sir, have you observed, right? Yes, sir, this is one web application. This is one web application, right? IRCTC application is there. IRCTC application is there. Okay, like, sir, now do you know, I want to develop this type of applications. Okay, then what knowledge must be required? Okay, like, with respect to the Python, yes, these are things must be required. Sir, I want to develop IRCTC web application, IRCTC website, or spicejet.com, or gmail.com. Okay, like, if you want to develop these type of applications, happily you can go for. Okay, these are three technologies. By using that, happily we can develop. Okay, that the role, the person who aware this, that role is by default considered as full stack web developer. Okay, remember that. So now here, just to develop any web application, compulsory two things must be required. Remember a bit very carefully, sir. To develop two web applications, okay, two things must be required. One is, sir, front end. Remember this one, any web application, sir, contain two parts. Sir, the first thing is, sir, front end components. Second one, sir, can you please tell? Array, first one is the front end. Obviously, what is the second one, sir? Okay, second one is back end. Okay, second one itself is the back end. Okay, like, sir, now what is front end? What is the back end? What the meaning of front end components, or which technologies are required to develop front end components? Okay, like, sir, here just a front end. Okay, sir, here what is the meaning of front end? Okay, very simple, sir. If I open IRCTC application, what I am seeing, are you getting what end user is seeing, right? Okay, so what end user is seeing on the website, okay, this thing is by default considered as front end. What we are seeing, have you observed, right? Yes, I can see, I can see. Okay, from to, okay, these options to book the ticket. Next, these are various options are there. What end user is seeing, this type of thing is by default considered as front end. Remember carefully, right? So front end means, it represents, it represents, okay, what the end user is seeing. What end user is seeing on the website. Array, what end user is seeing, this is called just a front end. Okay, like, sir, how you can develop this front end? Sir, now observe, I want to develop this page. I want to develop this page. Sir, to develop this page, the front end, do you know which technologies are required? Your Python is not required, Django is not required. Remember this one, sir. The technologies, sir, which can be used to develop front-end components by using UI technologies. Have you observed, right? What is the purpose of UI? The main purpose of UI is, to develop front end for our web application. Okay, we can develop front end components. Okay, we can develop front end components by using, yeah, any technologies, right? Anyone, can you please tell, is it required to use HTML? I respond, is it required to use HTML? Yes, HTML, CSS, next and after that JavaScript. Sometimes, so very commonly used Bootstrap. Okay, so very commonly used Bootstrap. Next and after that jQuery, etc. By using these components, happily we can develop front end applications, right? Remember a bit very carefully, right? Sir, do you know, among these, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, these things are basic. Okay, basic front end technologies, right? Remember this one, basic front end technologies. Okay, the primary front end technologies are HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Remember this one, sir. Sir, now my requirement is, sir, here everything we require to write, CSS, JavaScript, everything we have to do that. So instead of writing everything, if there is a framework is there which is already going to provide some styles, which is already providing some functions, ready-made functions, then our life will become very simple. Such a type of libraries are called, yes, this Bootstrap and jQuery. Remember a bit very carefully, sir. Array, in CSS, manually what we are doing, so this manually doing things, sir, easily ready-madely provided by, okay, these things, sir. Here Bootstrap and jQuery, okay, Bootstrap and jQuery are, yes, these things are advanced front end frameworks you can use, or otherwise simple word libraries. Remember a bit very carefully, sir. So Bootstrap and jQuery are ready-made libraries which are going to provide several components, several styles or JavaScript functions inbuilt. Okay, these things are internally developed by using CSS and JavaScript only. This is going to provide several ready-made libraries for us. But once we started using, then you people are going to understand what is the use of this Bootstrap and jQuery. Any doubt? Are you feeling comfortable, sir? What is the front end? Very simple yet very layman terminology, right? Sir, front end means, so if I open any website, what I am seeing, Okay, what I am seeing. So what end user is seeing is called front end. The name itself indicates, right? Front end, back end. So front end means, so what we are seeing itself is the front end. So in the web application, how you can develop front end by using front end technologies. Okay, HTML, CSS, JavaScript. These are the basic front end technologies. Okay, by using that, ready-madely available libraries are there, Bootstrap and jQuery. These are ready-madely available. Okay, frameworks are libraries for us. Okay, advanced these basic components are basic technologies are these. So if to understand these, compulsory you people should aware. Okay, like next, if you aware these, to make our life simple, we have to go for these frameworks. Getting right? So is it required to use both? Yes, compulsory. We have to use both. Clear, right? Are you feeling comfortable? Any doubt about up to this? What is the front end? So I'm not discussing any in detail things. Okay, I'm not talking any in detail things. If you open any website, okay, facebook.com or otherwise spicejet.com or irctc.com. Okay, so just whatever the things you are seeing, okay, is by default considered yes front end. Remember this one, son. Okay, well, now, so Angular versus Bootstrap, can you give simple difference? Nothing. I don't know about Angular or React. Okay, but make sure Angular and React, these things are front end frameworks. Of course, internally to make our life simple. Just aware these. Yeah. Nip Jyoti. Have you observed? Okay. Bootstrap is a framework like Angular. Yes, correct. Correct. Okay. Yeah. Now, here just observe that. Observe a bit carefully about this one, sir. Okay. Now my requirement is, yeah. Uh, here just my requirement. Sir, for which purpose we are going to use HTML? For which purpose we require to use CSS and JavaScript? Just aware this one, sir. First, you should have idea. Okay, like, sir, what is the HTML? Anyone, can you please tell? But Angular is the more advanced, correct? Compulsory, you require to aware Angular or React. You have to learn separately. Nipi Jyoti, regarding is not going to be covered as a part of this course. Yeah. Sir, what is HTML? Can you please tell what is the HTML, sir? What is the abbreviation for HTML? Anyone? Hyper? Oi, hypertext markup language. Hypertext markup language. Here, just if you consider any web application without CSS, is it possible to develop web application or not? What is the answer? What is the answer? Without the CSS, is it possible to develop web application or not? Yes, yes. Without the JavaScript, is it possible to develop web application or not? Yes. Without the HTML, is it possible to develop web application or not? Okay. Is it possible to develop web application or not? No way. Every web application should compulsory contain HTML, sir. HTML is the mandatory technology for web development. Remember this. So it is mandatory. It is mandatory to develop web applications. Mandatory, sir. Without HTML, you can't use the word web application. Remember this one. It's a mandatory to develop web applications, right? Okay, well, sir, what the HTML is going to represent, sir? It's very simple. It represents the structure of page, the structure of web page. Okay, here just have a look once, sir. If I consider spicejet.com, okay, here just this drop down, okay, is available here. Here assume that this is the radio button is there. Okay, here drop down list is there. Who is the responsible to hold all these things? your HTML. HTML itself is what is the job of this one is structure, to define structure of web page. For that, happily we can go for HTML. Remember a bit carefully about this one, sir. Sir, now observe, sir. Suppose if I can take, yeah, let me view page source. View page source. Like if I can consider this one. On any web page, just right click, view page source. If I consider here, have you observed, right? Dark type HTML. Are you getting dark type HTML? Yes, so this total thing itself is HTML. Remember this a bit very carefully, sir. Here dark type HTML means this total thing is by default considered as HTML itself. So HTML is the responsible to define structure for your web page. Without HTML, can I develop web page or not? Is it possible or not possible? Can you please confirm? Either HTML, is it mandatory required or not? Yes, compulsory is required. Without HTML, you can't talk about web application. You can't talk about web page. Clear, right? So, array in my web page, this image is required, or this drop down is required. This is the place where I have to take radio button. All these things itself is nothing but HTML. Clear the basic idea? So what is HTML? Is it mandatory or not? What is the purpose of this one? Sir, it represents the structure of web page. That's it. Okay. Now my next word is listen very carefully about this one, sir. That's all. This is HTML, which can be used. It is the front end technology which can be used to develop front end. Second one, sir, CSS. Sir, anyone, can you please tell what is the CSS? Abbreviation. Just I'm not talking about anything. Without HTML is just a drink. yeah, Aman. Okay, CSS. What is the CSS, right? Yeah. We don't know. I don't know about this one. Cascading style sheets. Okay. Style sheets. Here, I don't know. CSS, okay, but only one word is the very important, sir. What is this one? Style. Okay. Style. So you developed one web page. Okay. Here I took one image and then one radio button, one checkbox I took, one button I took, and so on. Yes, one page is ready. One web page is ready, sir. Okay, well. Sir, now my requirement is for this page style, fair and lovely I want to use. Okay. Or I want to use lipstick. Okay. I want to use some colors, some colorful colors. If you want to do some style makeup kind of thing, compulsory we require to go for CSS. Remember this one, sir. What is the purpose of CSS? To add style to our HTML page. For that purpose, happily we can go forward CSS. Clear for you people? Any doubt? Yeah. Any doubt about this? Okay. Here just I have one small web application is there, sir. Okay. Beautiful example here. Just observe that I developed this one. Durga bar and Durga, welcome to Durga bar and restaurant. I developed a small thing, sir. Yes, this is we are very specialized for chilled beer. We have rain environment, 100% guarantee for the kick. Okay, like okay, we have almost around 1,000 brands like that. Thakela. Okay, like sir, our brand ambassador is Sunny Leone, something like sir, our offered brands are offer of the day, buy one get one free, something like I took YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, like. Now my question is, this is purely HTML page. Okay, it is purely HTML. Sir, I developed this page by using only HTML. I don't know about CSS and so on. Suppose my requirement here, sir, this one I want to take in the red color. Okay, red. Some style I want to keep. I want to keep some style for this. I want to keep some style for this. Sir, for this image, some border I want to give. Okay. So this sir, Sunny Leone image, I want to keep full what we call glow for this colorful border, something like a frame. I want to define for this. Okay, like next, sir, this one is with blinking. Okay, like if you want to do all these styles for this web page, then we require to go for CSS. Are you in the position to understand, right? What is the purpose of CSS, right? Okay, the main purpose of CSS is to style, okay, for our HTML components like colors, fonts, borders, like so to make okay, to make our HTML components, to make up our HTML components. For that purpose we can use CSS, right? Okay, like adding colors, fonts, okay, next and after that borders, okay, borders, etc. Okay, so if you want to do any makeup kind of thing, happily you can go for what? CSS. Now my question is, sir, is the CSS is the mandatory or optional? Please confirm, is it mandatory or optional? CSS, I respond, is it mandatory or optional? Optional. But HTML is the mandatory or optional? HTML is the mandatory or optional? HTML is the mandatory. CSS is optional. Remember that. Sir, I want the page like this only. I want the page like this. I don't want any colors, any style kind of thing. Oh, if you don't want any colors kind of thing, style kind of thing, HTML is enough. Okay, CSS is not required. Something like that. Have you observed, right? CSS is optional. Even it is optional, but compulsory the people are going to use. Don't worry at all. Okay, like sir, here, sir, I want to see much maja, okay, about this CSS. Okay, like let me open, sir. Here I'm trying to take in the Google CSS. Just let me type, sir. Are you seeing W3 schools? W3 schools is the very specialized for UI technologies, right? W3 schools. Let me click this one. Okay, this is CSS tutorial. Tutorial is there. Okay, CSS tutorial is there, sir. In the CSS introduction, okay, so CSS is a language we can use to style a web page. Are you getting that? To style a web page. Okay, like now here just have a look once, sir. What is the main role of CSS I want to show, sir? Are you seeing this sample page? Please confirm, are you seeing this sample page? Okay, sample page means okay, up to this are you seeing, right? Yes, friends. Okay, now, sir, here it is the heading, welcome to my home page. Use the menu to select a different style sheets. Okay, like sir, now it is in which color? Array, the data is in which color? Can you please confirm? White color, white color data. The data is there in white, and the backend is with the green. Okay, like next, these buttons are available on the left. Okay, here there is a blue sidebar, something like it is there, sir. Sir, same page in different style. There is some text data is there. Okay, like this is like some sample text data is there, sir. Now my question is, let me select a style 2, sir. So just the same web page only, same HTML only. This is H1 tag. Okay, this is some H3 or H4, something like. Sir, this is in bold. Okay, like we have. Now if I select this one, oh, automatically the same data, but now I can see in different style. Yes, friends, have you observed the same data? Now I can see in different style. Earlier my buttons are available on the left side, but now the buttons are available on the right side. Have you observed? Next, earlier, okay, this data is in the white. Now also it is in white, but with a bigger font. Next, do you know background? Suddenly the color got changed. Are you getting? So how this change is there? Who is the responsible to do? Okay, our CSS is the responsible. Getting right? There is no change in our data. HTML data is always same, but where is the difference, right? CSS is going to change this difference. Okay, let me go for style sheet 3. Yeah, this is another style. Now welcome. So there is no background. It came in the green color. Okay, like now these buttons came at the top instead of left or right. It came at the top. So there is no change in the data. Data is everything is the same. No change in the HTML. Same HTML components only. It is showing in different styles. Remember carefully, right? Now let me go for style sheet 4. Have you observed, right? So this is same data, but now have you observed in other style it is showing. Yes, friends, are you seeing the difference, right? Yeah, please. Are you seeing the difference, right? Okay, well, sir, now no style. I'm not applying any style. Oh, this is the normal. This is the, sorry, no style. Then automatically it is the normal, right? So, what is the purpose of, okay, CSS? To add style for our web component or for our web page, we have to go for CSS. So the people, innocent people who don't know anything about web page or HTML, CSS, now everyone got the basic idea. What is the purpose of CSS? Yeah, friends, what is the need? What is the purpose of CSS? Everyone got the basic idea. Yes, I have one colorful image is there. Just have a look once, sir. Have a look once. Here, okay, beautiful. Okay, here see only HTML. Only HTML looks like okay this. Okay, only web page is there, but no colors. Okay, like but HTML with the CSS. Array, same person. Now observe the difference. HTML plus CSS, same person. Observe the difference. Are you getting? That is the power of CSS. Okay, but anyway, to use CSS, compulsory HTML must be required. Getting the point, right? Okay, any explanation is required? Okay, so that's all. This is what the need of CSS, right? Okay, well, now I have one more small thing is there, sir. Okay, like sir, if you want, there are in the Google, just I try to download. Okay, I try to download. Here, see this one. Okay, just this is also just observe that only HTML, only HTML. Okay, like just this is the skeleton. Okay, like this is the skeleton like but HTML with the CSS. Okay, actually it is not downloaded properly. Okay, like now observe that. Yes, maybe now you can see, right? You can see, right? HTML plus CSS means sir, do you know structure? HTML is the responsible for the structure. Okay, now CSS is the responsible for sir presentation. Clear, right? Yeah. So some people are asking, is there any other programs other than CSS for changing the styles? Yeah. CSS is the basic things. We require to do everything manually, right? Okay, we have to define styles. But instead of that, better to go for Bootstrap. Better to go for Bootstrap. Bootstrap is responsible to provide a number of predefined styles. We are not required to do anything. Okay, we are not required to do anything. So Bootstrap itself is going to provide ready-made styles. Just we require to use. Okay, XML is the different. XML is just for exchanging data. Okay, between interoperability sake. Here in the web application development, XML rule is not there. Don't worry. Okay, yeah. Any doubt? What is the purpose of HTML, CSS? Next, there is one more component is there. This is the most valuable, son. JavaScript. JavaScript. Believe me, this one is the most very valuable concept. This one, sir. So, sir, please show one example of Bootstrap. Don't worry, Narendra. We are going to spend huge time on the Bootstrap. Okay, I will explain each and everything we require to install. Okay, automatically it's not going to come. Don't worry, we will discuss. Okay, now do you know JavaScript? This is the most valuable concept. Do you know it is it can be used even in the backend also these days. Node.js, next Angular, React, JavaScript based, very huge growth is there, sir. Okay, number of one language is the JavaScript. Do you know whether you are going to accept or not? It's a very important, right? But anyway, in our front end, in the front end development, what is the purpose of JavaScript? Okay, sir, simple, sir. JavaScript to add the functionality to our HTML components. Okay, remember this one. To add the functionality to our HTML components. Okay, HTML components. Sir, suppose I have one button is there, sir. Assume that I have one button is there. Just for your just a basic idea sake, I'm talking, sir. Sir, I have one button is there, sir. This is my button. Assume that, sir. Login button is there. Sir, who is the responsible? How I can write this login button in my web page? So to place this login button, which thing must be required, sir? HTML must be required. Now observe very carefully about this one. HTML must be required. Okay, just to add the login button, I want to take a button, then automatically HTML must be required. Now here just see this one, sir. For this button, I want to take okay style array with the red color, okay, background and the white color font. Okay, next a bit border I want to give and so on. To style this button, which thing must be required, sir? Array, can you please confirm? To style this button, okay, to style this button, okay, to style this button, CSS must be required. Okay, well, these two already we aware. Now, whenever I click this one, okay, some activity I have to do that. Some activity I require to do. I want to add the functionality. Okay, I want to add interactivity. Okay, for this, for this component. Then obviously, yes, we require to go for what? JavaScript. Okay, what is the purpose of JavaScript, sir? Is to add the functionality for our HTML components. Happily we can go for JavaScript. Most of the people are always going to feel that yes, which can be used for validation purpose, and so on. Need not be. It will do n number of things. Don't worry, sir. Of course, sir. So in the front end only, some activity I want to do that. Yes, with the JavaScript, you can add some functionality. Okay, like so instead of sending the request to the backend, in the front end only it is going to do that. Such type of thing is by default considered what? JavaScript. Are you getting right? What is the main purpose of JavaScript? To add the functionality to the HTML, add dynamic nature. For that purpose, we can use okay, JavaScript. Clear, right? Are you getting the point? Okay. Suppose here just yeah, JS project or real-time example will be done. Yeah, Sainath, just very simple, sir. Very simple. What I have to take is array. My requirement is just observe carefully, right? Whenever I open the web page, whenever I open the web page, I want to display welcome to Durgasoft. Something like I want to display. Do you know this type of thing? Is this content is always fixed or not? Yes, this content is always fixed. It won't change from time to time. It won't change from person to person. This type of thing is by default considered as a static response. But is this one, sir? Can you please confirm? Static response. This type of thing is by default considered static response. But I want to display, okay, welcome to Durgasoft. Now observe very carefully, sir. Welcome to Durgasoft. The current date and the time. The current date and the time. Oh, okay, is so and so. Okay, the current date and the time, the value. I will keep the value. Don't worry, sir. The current date and time, I will keep the value. Okay, 26/03/03. Okay, 2021. Okay, 9:30 p.m. Something like I kept, sir. Do you know this one? Is it fixed or is it varied from time to time? Can you please confirm? Is it fixed or is it varied from dynamic time to time? Yes, it is varied from time to time. The data is not fixed. It is keep on changing. Such type of response is by default considered as dynamic response. Okay, such type of response is by default considered as dynamic response. Dynamic response. Response, right? So I want to provide some dynamic response. I want to provide some dynamic response. Then your only HTML is not going to help out. With HTML, we require to use what? JavaScript. Remember a bit very carefully, sir. With HTML, we require to use which one, sir? JavaScript is the compulsory we have to use. Okay, HTML meant for only okay static response. HTML HTML meant for, okay, meant for only static response. Static response. But HTML plus JavaScript meant for, okay, meant for what we can use the word dynamic response. Meant for dynamic response. Take very special care about this one. Yeah. Does JavaScript help in carrying data from front end to back end? Okay. Yes, Anand. We can even sometimes complete back end is going to take care with the JavaScript only. Best example, Node. Clear, right? Okay. Aman is telling a funny thing. Just observe that. What he's telling, sir? Can we say JavaScript is like dancing after drinking beer? Okay, action. Okay, functionality sake, happily we can use JavaScript. Okay, really, friend, you people may not believe. So, out of in all in the IT industry, among all technologies, which technology is sir is growing like anything? Yes, I can use the word JavaScript. JavaScript, believe me, sir, JavaScript. If you want, you can use JavaScript itself having that much power. Node.js, React.js, Angular, everywhere JavaScript. That's why compulsory I will explain JavaScript. Definitely I have to take some sessions. Okay, the people who don't know anything about JavaScript, basic idea compulsory they should, so that they can go for either Node or React or otherwise Angular very easily. Remember that. Clear, right? So some people may ask, sir, Python is there, JavaScript is there. Which is having great okay future for that? Definitely JavaScript only I can use. Okay, remember this one. Definitely JavaScript only. Okay, JavaScript family is the too good. Remember this one. Okay, that's why compulsory will add JavaScript in our course, so that tomorrow if anywhere you people are required to get, sir, I have to explore on JavaScript side, either Node or React or Angular, you should not feel any difficulty to understand. That's why compulsory we have to talk about that. Okay, now, so everyone getting clarity, right, sir? What is the three components I covered? What is the first component? HTML. Second component CSS. Third component JavaScript. HTML is just to define components in our web page. CSS means do you know, to provide okay style for our HTML components. Next, JavaScript is to add the functionality to our components. Okay, like sir, best example, defining just the best example, defining button. I want to write a button, I want to place a button in my web page. HTML is enough. Okay, like sir, now I want to add okay some style for this button. CSS must be required. Whenever I click this button, some activity I have to do that. Okay, for that JavaScript must be required. Clear, right? Sadik, after completing the session, we are going to share this video. Don't worry. Okay, that's it. Sir, next. Sir, up to this, it's very clear. If you want, what is the static response? Anyone, can you please tell what is the static response? The response, which is always fixed, won't be changed. Won't be changed from person to person, from person to person, person to person, under time to time, under time to time. Okay, from person to person, under time to time. So the response which is not going to be changed, such type of response is called static response. Just to generate static response, only HTML is enough. Remember this one, sir. Sir, dynamic response. Dynamic response means okay sir, will be changed from person to person, under time to time. Will be changed from, will be changed from person to person, under time to time. If you want to generate dynamic response, compulsory only HTML is not enough. With HTML, JavaScript also must be required. Clear, right? Okay. Now, yeah, 1 minute. Yeah, can you please confirm? Is it audio is clear, right? Yeah, there is a network issue. Now, is it clear, right? Yeah. Sir, now here just observe a bit very carefully. Yes. So if you want to develop front end of the application, which things are required, sir? HTML, CSS, and JavaScript are required. But more help if you require, more ready-made things you require, then we have to go for Bootstrap and jQuery kind of thing we will use. Don't worry, sir. Okay, Bootstrap and jQuery are next level, which are going to provide libraries. We are not required to write much code. These people will provide a number of styles, a number of functions. That's why happily we can use. So next concept, what we have to take is, sir, back end. Sir, front end, everyone got the basic idea? Okay, front end, everyone got the basic idea? What is the front end? What you people are seeing is nothing but front end. We can develop a front end by using HTML, JavaScript, CSS. HTML is the responsible to define components, to define structure of web page, to add styles. There is a problem, it seems, with respect to the network. Yeah, just there is a problem, it seems. Network issue. Yeah, there is a network issue is there. Yes. Okay, so backend, most of the people are having a bigger misperception here. What is the backend in your project? Which backend you are using? Sir, what is the front end you are using? Here, make sure the people are always going to use front end Java, back end Oracle. Have you heard about this type of terminology? Front end Java I'm using, back end I'm using Oracle, or back end I'm using MySQL. Somewhere you may heard. Okay, don't. That is not back end. Okay, in the back end, which database you are using is the different. Back end means here it is the technology used to decide. Okay, it is technology. Okay, technology, backend itself is the technology, sir, which is used. What is the main purpose, right? Which is you to decide. Okay, which thing we have to show on the front end. Array, you are showing this one, okay, well, so who is the responsible to decide this one I have to show for the end user? Backend is the responsible. Remember this one, sir. Backend is the responsible. Okay, which is it is the responsible boss. This is the response. Can you please show? Now front end is the responsible to show that. Okay, who is going to generate? Okay, this total response is backend itself. Remember this one, sir. So I can use the word, it is the technology which is used to decide what to show to the end user, on the front end. Remember this one, sir. Backend responsible to generate required response to the end user, which is displayed by front end. Okay, like suppose here I'm asking in the IRCTC application. Okay, I may ask in the IRCTC application, I may ask all trains, list of trains. Okay, trains from Hyderabad to Delhi. Okay, assume that, sir. This is my requirement, and user selected this one, sir. Now, who is responsible to generate required data? Train number 1, train number 2, train number 3. Who is the responsible to generate required data? Anyone, can you please confirm? Backend is the responsible to generate this data. Who is the responsible to display this data to the end user? Front end is the responsible to display this data to the end user. Have you observed, right? So backend is responsible to generate response, required response. Backend is the responsible to generate the required response. Sir, that response should be displayed for the end user. Should be displayed to the end user by using front end. By using front end. Like, are you getting the point, right? Array, can you please show the list of trains from Hyderabad to Delhi? Array, what someone is the responsible to generate the required response? That the required response, who is the responsible, sir, to generate? Backend is the responsible. Next, to display this, front end is going to take care. Clear? Yeah, JavaScript is also doing the same functionality, right? Ram Reddy, JavaScript, if you can use in the front end and the back end, sometimes you can use in the back end, then it is the responsible to generate. Okay, Mern. Someone is asking about server is the responsible to provide, right? Inside server is the responsible to provide, but inside server compulsory we require to write the code. Remember that code itself is the responsible to generate required response. Best example, sir. Suppose assume that. So I will select. I will select here. Just observe carefully. Observe a bit very carefully about this one, sir. So enter source and then destination and then find the trains. Okay, assume that, sir. This is the source. Next and after that, this is the destination. And then this one is find the trains button is there. Okay, like now my question is here, just to take very special care about this one. Whenever I click this one, now the request will goes to backend. Correct, right? Now the request will goes to backend. Okay, now in the backend, someone is going to read what is the source he entered. Okay, he entered Hyderabad. What is the destination he entered? Okay, he entered Delhi. Okay, someone is going to read this data. Someone is going to read this data. Yes, so who is the responsible to read this data, sir? Do you know? Maybe your server is the responsible, or otherwise your JSP is the responsible, or otherwise your Python code is the responsible. Or otherwise PHP itself is the responsible. Okay, or ASP itself is the ASP component itself is the responsible. Okay, to get this data. Now this person, this component will communicate with the database. Okay, observe very carefully. Will communicate with the database. Now from the database it is going to get. Now it is going to hand over to the front end. Now the front end is going to display by using HTML, CSS or JavaScript. It is going to display in the neat style to the end user. Getting the point? Yes, here some people are asking, sir, server is going to take care about. Server won't to take care. Inside server, we have to write the code, that the code itself is the responsible. Okay, for that. Array, whenever you click find the trains, immediately internally some Python code is going to execute. This Python code is going to ask, array what source, array what is the destination. Now this Python code is responsible to communicate with the database. Now bring the response. Now this response is going to hand over to the front end. Front end is going to display to the end user. You people are in the position to understand the cycle? Yes, friends? Sai. Okay. Now database means what? Okay, that where all these trains information stored. Okay, it may be Oracle, it may be MySQL, it may be MongoDB, like anything is going to be take care. Now in this total process, okay, like so in the back end, compulsory three things must be required. Okay, back end, in the back end, three important components are there, sir. Back end, three components are there, compulsory we require to talk. The first one, we have to take care about language. Array, which language we are going to use? Remember this one, which language we require to use. Second one, sir, which framework, okay, which framework we have to use. Third one, sir, which database we require to use. Remember a bit very carefully about this one. So now here, which language we have to use to read this data in the backend to communicate with the database? Sir, happily you can use either Java or Python or .NET. Okay, like any language you can use, no problem at all. Okay, remember a bit very carefully about this. Java or Python, any language you can use. Next, do you know, sir, we can write everything on our own. Okay, that's everything on our own we can do. But instead of that, if I can use a framework, then 70 to 90% of the code will be generated by 70 to 90% of activities will be performed by framework only. Okay, framework only. So we require to do very less work. Okay, framework itself is going to, okay, simplify our life. Remember this one, sir. Suppose if you are talking about Java based framework, if I use in the backend something like struts. Okay, have you ever struts? Olden days struts is there. Okay, like struts is there. Next, JSF. Java people especially, please observe. Spring MVC. Have you ever heard about Spring MVC? Spring MVC, etc. Like, okay, it is a Java based. If you consider, Python based framework, okay, Django. Next, and after that, Flask. Okay, Flask. Next, Pyramid. Okay, Pyramid, etc. These are things are by default considered. Yes, okay, Pyramid. These are things are frameworks. Okay, if I'm going to use framework, the biggest advantage what we are going to get is 90% of the work my framework is going to do. Only 10 to 20% of the work programmer is the responsible to do in the backend. Of course, without framework also, is it possible to do? Happily you can do, man. But to simplify our life, highly recommended we have to go for what? Framework. Getting the point? So, sir, what is the purpose of Django? Django is a Python based backend framework to develop web application. Okay, sir, Django is going to be used in the front end or back end? Back end. Okay, we are going to use in the back end. So which is based, sir? Python based. Remember this one, Python based framework. Okay, if I use Django, my life will become very simple because everything is going to be happen, everything is going to take care by Django only. Okay, sir, very simple. I want to eat biryani, sir. Today I want to eat biryani. Sir, to get biryani, there are two ways are there. Okay, first way, we can we can prepare on our own. Okay, this is the first one. We can prepare on our own. Okay, like, sir, second one, we can we can order online. We can order online. Okay, like, online, like, sir, which is the very easy? Yeah, order from restaurant, which is the very easy. Yes, sir, this one, right? We are not required to do anything. Hurry, automatically just open app, Zomato or something, like, open app and then just order. Within 10 or 15 minutes you will get biryani packet. But if you want to prepare a biryani, then automatically it's very difficult on your own. You have to go to the market, you have to bring chicken, you have to bring rice and so on. All the things, minimum some 4 to 5 hours you have to spend, then the biryani will be ready. But here, matter of 10 minutes, biryani will be ready. Have you observed, right? Now, sir, writing everything on your own. Writing everything on your own without using any framework. Here, see, without using any framework. This is the first one. Sir, here using framework. If I use framework, my life will become very, very easy. That is the beauty of the framework. So Django is going to simplify our life like anything. Are you getting right? So, array in which language we have to write the backend code. Okay, Python. I'm going to use Python. So, am I required to write completely the code, or some framework is available? Array to develop web applications, Python based framework is already there. What is that, sir? Django. Happily you can use in the backend. Okay, like next database. Are you getting database? Okay, like you may ask, yes, you can use any database. MongoDB you can use, or otherwise MongoDB you can use, or otherwise Oracle you can use, or MySQL you can use, etc. Okay, all these things, anything you can use, no problem at all. All these three things by default considered as back end. Don't tell what is the backend you are using in your project. Don't tell Oracle I'm using. Array, which language, which framework, which database you are using. All these things are by default considered, yeah, backend related things. Clear for you people, right? So next, sir, if you people are going to learn Django, then sir, Flask, Pyramid, these things will become very, very easy. Okay, in the Django SQLite 3 default database is also there. If you don't want that default database, we can use any other database. I will use, don't worry, sir. Framework is same as library. Correct, I'm ready. Repeat. Getting the point? For Python, any database you can use, Vidya. MongoDB you can use. MongoDB you can use, or otherwise Oracle you can use, MySQL you can use, any database you can use, no problem at all. Okay, for Python. We covered already Python in our regular Python sessions, Python database connectivity, right? Same. Okay, Rajesh, exam is something like more or less it is related to, okay, PHP it seems. Yeah. Okay, Hemant, just maybe network related issue, don't worry. Okay, yeah. So that's all. These are various things what you people should be aware. Yes. These are various things you people should be aware about. Okay, back end. These three things are by default considered as back end, right? Okay. So for the back end, Python is the best choice. For back end framework, Django is the best. Don't worry at all. Database, any database we can use, but most of the times SQLite 3 because that is the default database which is there with the Django. Django framework itself is going to provide, okay, Django framework itself is going to provide, okay, inbuilt database, okay, SQLite 3. Okay, that's all. So clear, right? Everyone in the position to understand? So just I covered what is web application. So the application which is the responsible to provide response or provide services over the web is called web application. Gmail, Facebook, IRCTC, Spice, Jet, like these things. Next, every web application contain two components, okay? Front end and the back end. Next, front end means what we are seeing, okay? So back end means generates 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 what we are seeing what we have to see, okay, it is going to decide so what response I have to generate, okay, like is called back end. In the front end, sir, there are several technologies we require to use. In that HTML is the mandatory, CSS, next and after that JavaScript we are going to use. Sir, next back end, we require to use some language, okay. What is the language we require to use? Sir, Python we are going to use. Sir, framework we require to use. Which framework we have to talk is Django we are going to use. Next and after the database, of course, multiple databases we are going to discuss. So don't worry at all. Okay, that's all. These are various things what you people should aware clearly, right? Okay. Well, now my question is just observe that is really Python, I mean Django is the very popular or not? 1 minute. Sir, just here I'm trying to take in the Google Python and the Django web applications. Yeah, here Django framework get started with the sample web applications, right? Okay, Django applications like web applications already developed. Popular web applications. Okay, like let me consider this one, sir. Sir, have you observed, right? For building highly scalable web applications with a constantly growing audience, Django is one of the most best Django sites out there. Can you please observe that? Can you please have a look once by using Django? Okay, the top 10 Django apps, why companies are using it? Sir, what are these things? Discuss next, and after that here YouTube, next Instagram, yes, there Spotify, like multiple Bitbucket, Dropbox, like in all these areas. Okay, Mozilla, in all these areas. Okay, Django is already used. Remember this one, sir. Okay, like there are multiple popular websites using the Django. Don't worry at all. Clear, right? Okay. So that's all. This is just a basic idea what you people should aware. What is front end? What is the back end? Which things we are going to use in the back end? So first a few days, I have to talk about HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Bootstrap, jQuery. Like these are things I'm going to discuss. Once if you people are comfortable or familiar with this, then we have to talk about the backend. Remember, right? Yeah. As of now, okay, how to develop web applications you can decide. You have to give aware, and then what is the purpose of REST framework or REST APIs? That part I will take care. Don't worry, sir. Ignore this part at this stage. Yes, Bootstrap and jQuery provides a styling or functionality in the front end. I'm ready. Both the things it's going to take. Yes, I'm ready. Bootstrap can provide JavaScript libraries, CSS libraries, both. Don't worry. Yes, database, whatever required, yeah, the part of Django, it is going to be covered. But don't feel like a separate database classes. No. Okay, that's all. Any other doubts? Can you please confirm? The timings are every day around 9:15. It will be started India time, and around 10:30 it will be stopped. Okay, 9:15 to 10:30 around it will be stopped. Okay, this is the timings. Sir, someone is asking about Linux is the must for Python student. Is it true? Okay, Linux not only for Python, for everyone it is must. Okay, because in real time, minimum 90% of applications are going to be hosted on Linux. 90% of your cloud is going to work on Linux. That's why compulsory, highly recommended, better to have idea on Linux. Okay, next syllabus, everything just I will cover. I will share the syllabus next. Do you know what syllabus we are going to cover? I will share the material, don't worry. There you can see the syllabus. Okay, first 1 month around we are going to talk about sir UI, and then I will start Django. So in this 1 month, the people who don't know, who are not familiar with Python, so just you have to explore. That's all. Yeah, JS is the very basic we are going to cover. It is not full-fledged JS course. Okay. UI technologies don't expect 100%. It is not a detailed course of UI. It is a detailed course of Django. Okay. Getting? It is the detailed course for Django, not a detailed course for UI. Okay. For Django, whatever required, okay, that part we are going to take care in the UI. But make sure this UI almost going to be covered base okay, to explore on any new things in the UI area. Correct, I'm ready. Okay, yeah, that's all. So Monday to Saturday the sessions will be there. Mostly Sunday is optional. Mostly Sunday is optional. Monday to, okay, I mean Monday to Saturday the sessions will be there. Mostly Sunday is optional. Okay, the fee for this course, everything, can you please contact our admin people? Admin people are going to take care about fees. Okay, that's all. This is the contact information for them. You can communicate with these people. Next, this session, okay, will be uploaded in the YouTube. Don't worry, this particular session will be uploaded in the YouTube. From the YouTube, you can. Okay. Next, after completing Django, definitely Django REST framework, I will start. Narendra. Yes, because the version updations maybe I require to take care. Yeah, Sucharita. Yeah. Python for data science, you can expect after completing advanced Python, because advanced Python people are not willing to add that topic in the middle. Just wait for a few more days. What is the course duration for this course? 3 to 4 months. Dilip, 3 to 4 months. REST API is the separate course. So it is a very small course. Okay, let me check at least the basics. If I cover, then with the videos, I hope you can explore. If I'm not going to take as a separate batch, then at least basics I will cover. Okay. Yeah. Clear, right? Okay. Good night. So in the tomorrow, we will meet for the continuation. Yeah. Will be. Subhash team will be discussed just within 2 or 3 days. Don't worry. Just only few topics are remaining. I will take care. Okay. Yeah. Right, sir. Good night. Tomorrow we have the session. Okay. So what you people can do? Yeah. Tomorrow we will start HTML. Okay. Few days HTML we require to take care. Okay. Right. That's all. If any person want to talk with me, just so maybe with this time may not be okay. Maybe daytime you can communicate with our admin people so that they will okay connect with me so that I can. Okay. Right, sir. Thanks for everyone. Tomorrow we'll meet for the continuation part. Yes.